Listen, we don't have time for April Fools, okay? Especially since we're living in the apocalypse. Let's just get to the video.
Give me your wig, give me your wig, give me your wigs. You don't know what to do with it. Give me your.
What's up, everybody? I'm just checking on my cutie pies. I hope that y'all are doing okay while everyone's wig has been locked down, while everyone is being told to stay at home. And speaking of staying at home, Samuel Jackson was on Jimmy Kimmel to read this new poem, to read this book. It's a sequel to Go the F to Sleep. He ended up reading Stay the F at Home. I thought that this message, this type of statement, is definitely necessary. It's needed during these trying times. Like I said, we're locked up, and that gives you even more of a reason to check out patreon.com/AdrianExpression. I just put up a new episode of the Expression podcast entitled Free Us. Miss Rona is definitely going to have to see me with those hands. I don't care if she's a virus or not. She's impeding on my hot girl summer. She's impeding on my birthday, April 19th. She's impeding, and that's why she deserves a beating, okay? Make sure you visit patreon.com/AdrianExpression and sign up. I know that I mentioned this before, but I will do it yet again. How to Get Away with Murder is going to be returning tomorrow. At the time that I'm recording this on Wednesday, says I'm ready. So ABC released the first couple of minutes of the episode on Twitter, and I played the video. Let me tell you something, sis. These girls are going through it. Our faves are going through it. Now, if it's one thing that Annalise Keaton's going to do, if it's one thing that Viola's going to do, she's going to take off this wig, okay? We already know that she hopped on JJ the jet plane and made a run for it. Now she's in an undisclosed location. But Kayla's going through it. Connor's getting... It's just a lot, and I'm ready to see it. So yesterday, Lindsay Lohan put this up on Twitter, and immediately everyone started freaking out, okay? She gave a pre-save link out. She was telling the girls, I'm back, and we're just like, okay, what does she have in store? Now, when I think of Lindsay Lohan and I think of her music, I automatically, the first song that popped in my head was, I'm tired of rumors starting, I'm sick of hearing. She's sick of being followed, you hear me, sis? That's the type of energy that I want sis to be serving us. But today, she ended up tweeting this out. She said, this song is about rediscovering and accepting oneself, shutting out the noise and moving forward and letting the past go, which is very fitting. Living in the now. Back to Me, that's the name of the song, is out on Friday. And of course she released a little snippet of it. It gives me pop vibes. It gives me, you know, very gay club, homosexual, EDM type of tease. You could do it, look cute little two-step to it with your vodka cranberry. You see what I'm saying? That's go listen to it. That's exactly what it gives me. I wonder if she has a video already done for it based off of, I guess, the first kind of teaser that she released on Twitter. I don't know. Miss Girl said, I know I've been through a lot, but don't get it twisted. I'm here for the checks. I'm here for the charts. So I saw some news about the infamous Charli D'Amelio. Now, if Swipe or No Swiping used TikTok, that's exactly who Charli would be. She's definitely not the only one who's doing this, because it seems like it's a platform-wide, it's a media-wide trend to just snatch from black creatives, snatch their dances, snatch their content, and use that to catapult yourself to national platforms, to clout, to coin, all of that. But in her most recent heist, I'm not gonna call her content, I'm gonna call it just what it is. It's heist. It's a heist, girls. Yeah, this is a stick up. You stealing dances. Oh no, honey. It's just, yeah, it's getting weird. So Miss Charli apparently, you know, took her ass to Jimmy Fallon off of somebody else's dance. Not surprised. Thaddeus is the person who came up with a dance that she tried to do. And I know we've had this conversation about other platforms, especially YouTube before, but it seems like a lot of these black creators are putting their foot on TikTok's neck, because they're just continuing to point out, like, girl, it doesn't make any sense for some of these smaller black creators, usually black creators, who create these dances, and then people like her take the dances, don't even credit who they got it from, and get to travel all over the goddamn world, travel to different shows and shit, get a whole lot of coin for it. It's just really annoying. I wish that there was a way that we could get people like her and others to just disappear, like they get their accounts to just disappear. But I guess in order for their accounts to disappear, the people that they steal from would have to disappear and stop creating content. So it's just like a vicious, it's like a cycle of abuse at this point. It's merciless and hard to get out of. We hate to see it. So I want Jason Lee to get friends that care about him, or a general sense of self, a sense of self-worth. He was on Queen Supreme Court with T.S. Madison, and one particular moment of it went viral. I think they were talking about Tyra Banks, and Jason Lee spoke up saying, well, you know what, Tyra is starting to look more and more like Lizzo. And T.S. Madison was like, what do you mean by that? Okay, Tyra Banks is fine as hell, Lizzo's fine as hell, that's what she said. And Jason Lee was like, what? T.S. Madison repeated it, and Jason was like, oh, I thought you were trying to say that Tyra Banks is fat as hell, like she's fat as hell. I was just like, I don't understand the disconnect, the disassociation, the delusion that is necessary for Jason Lee to make those type of statements, especially given how he's constructed. There's no shade in that, but it would just be like me trying to drag somebody for being feminine or being, it's just like, how foolish would I look walking by a mirror and acting like I can't see what's inside of it? Jason, what are you talking about? And it's really obvious that Jason does not have a strong grasp on reality. He doesn't know what's going on because T.S. Madison was just like, girl, we both fat. Like, that's what she said. She was like, we both giving the same type of energy that Lizzo is giving, so like, what? And Jason talked about, oh no, I'm just thick and juicy. I'm just thick and juicy. No, girl. And instead of being disrespectful, he could have said that if you're describing yourself as thick and juicy, you could have done that to all the women, especially black women, that you have tried to demean for the span of your, I want to say career, but I guess that would be giving it a little bit too much. Somebody who says shit like that all the time and does shit like that unprovoked, they got a whole lot of stuff to work out within themselves. They got some ugly ass energy and spirit. I'm telling you right now, it is my goal to keep those type of people out of my life, and if they are in it, cut their ass out completely, block them on everything, and be done with it. I just don't understand why Jason Lee thinks it's okay for his head to be constructed like a boiled ass Humpty Dumpty who not only sat on the wall, he also had a great fall. And it's interesting though, because the king's horses and the king's men didn't really have to come out and put his ass together again, just because his head is so dense that when it did fall off that wall, nothing cracked, nothing broke. Like, you would really think Jason has a lot of other things to be worried about than to be constantly dragging black women, than to be constantly such an asshole, displaying his mental weakness, his emotional immaturity every time he opens that hot breath-filled mouth. You like, it's disgusting. Speaking of something else that's pretty trash and disgusting, did y'all see what Snoop Dogg said? Ari Lennox was on her live. Y'all already know I think that she is extremely funny. She was on her live, I guess, because she doesn't really wear a whole lot of wigs and lace and stuff like that. So she was trying one on. I think she was trying to like glue it down so that the lace wouldn't show. It was giving very unsuccessful type of tease. She was having a hard time with it. It was funny. It was fun to watch.
I'm gonna close my eyes and we're gonna lay you the f down like a goddamn criminal who just got caught. Can open our goddamn eyes. This shit's gonna be laid. This shit is gonna be laid like a goddamn sex worker.
I thought nothing of it. I moved right along. Then come to find out that Snoop Dogg had apparently commented about this whole situation, saying, grow your own hair, what happened to those days. Now, before it could even spread too far across the internet, Twitter pulled up, you know, the Twitter users, they are very quick. They pulled up images of Snoop Dogg's wife and his daughter saying, okay, you have so much to say about wigs. It's just like, what's going on in your own household? That's the first thing. The second thing is, Ari Lennox has a full ass head of hair, and you really must not have been paying attention to her at all, like y'all usually do until it's time to drag people for no reason. You must not have been paying attention to her at all if you did not know that. The third thing is, it really be the ones whose hairlines are leaning back further than Fat Joe, making a whole lot of comments about women's hair, especially black women. Now, if we're gonna have conversations about hair, Snoop Dogg, it looks like somebody from the Fire Nation accidentally sent a spark your way when they blew you a kiss, and it landed on your scalp. Like, if we're gonna go there, we can go there. A lot of you men got fake personalities, fake tough exteriors, when on the inside y'all can't handle y'all emotions. Some of y'all got bacon bits in your beards that hide those weirdly shaped faces. We can go on, sis. Like, we can do it. I'm not gonna give you a history lesson. I'm not gonna lecture you like we're in class about black women and wigs and natural hair, because you niggas know, y'all know all that stuff. Like, we're not gonna continue to talk ourselves until we don't have any breath left in our lungs, especially not with Miss Rona, this respiratory thing going around. Okay, we need our lungs. Y'all already know what's going on. Y'all already know what we've been repeating over and over. At this point, we're just gonna start dragging you niggas. That's it. That's it. But anyway, y'all, that's all the quarantine news that I have for you today. Make sure that you visit patreon.com/AdrianExpression. I will see you again before the weekend. Make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.